All right, so I scored this 24666 today. Popped up on Marketplace for about, decent price, about the average of what you'd expect these to show up for from a reasonable seller. Turns out this is the same fan. I had seen this at an antique mall, little shop, and God, probably a couple years ago in a glass case. I think she had 600 or 700 on it, and I never really got to talking seriously about it with her. I looked it over a couple times, but just nowhere near what I would be willing to pay for it. But yeah, so I guess the seller had done some work for the lady and took it on partial trade, but in pretty great shape. Really beefy, twisted overbraid headwire on this one. I mean, it's like really thick, almost like it's made out of 16 gauge. I almost bet it is. Japan is in great shape everywhere. Has the pot metal gooseneck here, so I could barely get that thing to move. So I'm not going to strain it very much because I don't want to risk cracking it. But gearbox is in good shape. I don't think this thing has ever really been monkeyed with. I mean, obviously someone put a cord on it, but obviously it has the handle and the smaller tag. Has a P on the back of the lead puck on the cage, so I'm not aware of that. I'm sure others are, but H is what I'm used to seeing for Hendrix. Was like a bird cage manufacturer, and they made fans for our cages for Emerson. So I guess P is also another one. So kind of, I think the switch contacts kind of are a little. There we go. Wasn't starting at first. But starts up, runs strong. But yeah, the head wire's really stiff. Cage is in, a little bent up here and there, but no broken S wires, so that's always a plus. Little ringy, rattly sound from the cage, but wow, definite nice distinction between 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, I should say. Wow, low is really nice and low. I did throw some oil in it. Drifted down to 108. Let's take her up to 110 here. I don't know if that's a bearing or if that's just I have not seen one run this low. Wonder if this is like a 115 volt or something. Okay, so that rattle might just be the oscillating shaft banging. Could be jangling around in the bushing back there. Wow. Hear it a little bit. Hope this isn't another one of those where I clean it out and then I'm going to have a bearing knock. I may just give this one a quick clean and leave it be, but I don't know. This head wire is pretty stiff. Sounds good on high speed though, but wow, massive difference. .08 amps on high at 110. 1.2 on medium, 64 watts. And 0.96 on low, 55 watts. That is the most speed separation I've seen on an early Emerson. Let's see what the, 110 watts or 110 volts. So, that's nice. And there she is, 19. This is probably towards the later end of the basically 1914 to 1916 is the 21666. This is towards the end of that because it has the handle and the small tag. So still would have had the ratchet case wheel, but that's long since been replaced, as is usually the case. So